Yo, what is up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the updated headliners card, Henrikh Mkhitaryan. This card came from a number of comments. Those are going to pop up somewhere above my head here. We're going to be going into the player, his stats, traits, clips, summary, all that good stuff. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload. Comment down below who you'd like me to do next. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, this is the team that I used Henrikh Mkhitaryan in. Now I put him in the striker slot and then moved him around to cam with the formation switch. I then brought on Alfred Duncan for Marco van Basten to give the team a little more balance. So he was actually playing at the attacking midfielder slot, but I used him both as a winger and as a number 10 for the most part. And first impressions of this card, guys, after the update. He feels really good, guys. He's a really nice card still. I love the 86, so the 87 for me was a card I was really looking forward to trying out and seeing how he played as an upgraded version. And I can't say that I'm disappointed with it, guys. For 60k or what I paid for him, it was really, really nice value. I think this card's a fantastic card. So let's get into it. 5'10", high medium work rates, 4-star skill moves, and 5-star weak foot. So guys, automatically off the bat, you've got a fantastic card there. Really great at being a number 10, especially with that 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. Capable on the wing as well, not the fastest, but capable of doing that job as well. 5 games played, 5 goals scored, and 3 assists. So a nice little return for me as well. Guys, I have gone up a division ranking as well. I'm now in Division 1, so the returns might not be as good on some of these, but you will see in the clips a number of things which I'm able to do with this card, a number of chances which I create and just don't stick away. I think it's easier for me in Division 2, so please do bear that in mind when you're looking at what my stats are. I put a hunter on him, I put a catalyst on him, I put an engine on him, I put a deadeye on him, I tried a maestro as well, all sorts of stuff just to try and mess about with the stats of this card. 5 different games, 5 different chemistry cells. Overall, guys, I felt like I wanted the hunter the most because I do goal score a lot with my attacking midfielders. However, if you guys wanted to boost the passing, there's always a number of things you can do to that as well. In terms of his attributes, guys, now getting into the pros. Before, this card had slightly lower agility and all that stuff. I think that's a little bit improved. His attack positioning is fantastic now, and his finishing has improved as well, which is really nice to see. Overall, this card is really fantastic. Another thing which is really good on this card, which I love, and I think it helps him in a lot of 50-50s, is that 80 aggression. He does get stuck in, win balls, take them off the defenders when they least expect it as well, and that's nice to have in that card too. The one con I would say about this card, guys, that I really did notice was his long passing. And sometimes it was just completely wayward. He would punt the ball off the pitch. Not really great in that department, but overall I thought he was okay. His long shots aren't that great either, but again, guys, I was keeping things kind of simple with him in terms of shooting, in terms of taking chances, but with creating chances you can do a lot, especially tight play. He's really good for that kind of play as well. So overall, a great card, I think, for only 60k as well, guys. You have to bear that in mind. The value of this card will directly affect my thoughts on how he plays. Finally, getting to the player traits, he has the finesse shot trait, flair trait, and the team player traits. So some nice traits there to get in to your team with. I would like the playmaker trait on this card as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that, but nevertheless, still a good set of traits to have. Now that we've covered all of that, we're going to get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting into some of new headliners 87 rated Mkhitaryan clips. And what you guys are going to see here is a real mixture of stuff from his technical game. A lot of passing, a lot of dribbling here. And guys, one thing I would say about the dribbling, he seems to have this great animation where he pushes the ball in front of him quite far and creates space from the defender, and that really makes it easy to play with this card. I know a lot of cards might do it, but again, you guys can see here the quickness and the turning of the pace there to be able to move in between the lines so fast. And that's something that I really love about this card, is his overall movement is just really good, really tight as well. He's a lovely player to use, guys, just in terms of being able to do everything on the attacking side, being capable of creating chances for your team, and just in general finishing chances off as well. And as you guys can see there, look at that aggression that holds off those two players as he slips between a gap, which really he shouldn't be able to get through. It's quite difficult to get through a lot of these spaces even with the best of players, but he manages it with aplomb and with ease. And again, you saw that dribbling style. Because of that, that allows him to be able to slip past the challenges fairly easily. Again, using the aggression, unlucky with the finesse shot there. Now, I would say, guys, I tried a few finesse shots outside of the box with him. I did not get a lot of success with them. I think that's because generally I was taking them from a bit far out, I think a little bit closer, and I may have ended up with goals on those as well. One thing I definitely would say though, guys, as well, is that his passing is phenomenal on this card. I really was able to link up play nicely. Again, you can see skipping away from the challenges there and managing to get a shot off, unlucky to get blocked there as well. Makes the right runs, A little bit of luck there, creates the chance. Unfortunate with the finish from Stoichkov, but the range of passing is pretty decent. I know his long passing isn't the best, and he does kick it off wayward at times, but a lot of the time he does get it bang on the money, and that's lovely to have as well in your team, to be able to just ping the ball around with such a cheap player and such a usable player. Again, look at this ball here. It's pinpoint out to Kieran Tierney. Sorry, to James Tavernier on that right back slot there. Lovely ball there in behind to Paulo Dybala. Really easy to get the finish there as well. And guys, I only did get 3 assists with him. It should have been a lot more. I feel like his passing, it didn't really let me down, I would say. I would just say that the finishing let me down again. So overall, I would say that he did a good job for me. This is that fantastic attack positioning, guys. As you guys can see, he gets in the right spot, makes himself available in the right areas to get the finish. Again, lovely positioning there, and once you get that step on the defender, you've got a good chance of putting it away. Now, his pace does hold him back a little bit, guys, from escaping those faster defenders, but anybody of a similar pace level or a centre back like that, he'll be able to skip away from them with relative ease. In this final clip here, guys, as well, you're going to see what Mkhitaryan is all about. Lovely quick turns, a little burst of pace there, and slotting it with a little bit of luck into the back of the net. So guys, getting into this final Henrikh Mkhitaryan summary, and as you guys can see here, 64k on the PlayStation, 67.5 on the Xbox, 80 on the PC. Now, he did go up to 90k before the boost. Guys, one thing to bear in mind, always with the upgrade cards, do not buy on the day they get upgraded. Buy over the next few days as the price starts to drop again. That's the easiest time to get a hold of these cards. I bought him for around 61.5k, so again, that's dropped drastically from 90k. Be careful, because there will be sellers trying to take advantage of you wanting to jump on that hype train and get him while you know he's going to get an upgrade. In terms of recommended chemistry styles, guys, I went with a Hunter. I like that the best, but of course you guys are welcome to try all sorts of stuff. A Maestro, I think, would suit him very well in terms of boosting the facets of the game that you want him to be really good at. That really does help in that department too. Maybe even something like a Marksman to help his physicality out, give him a little more strength in that attacking midfielder position, dribbling and shooting as well. That might be nice to put in there too. Finally, guys, we'll get into the links and similar players. Now, similar players, I do think Torgan Hazard is a pretty good shout there. That's a really nice similar player to link him to. Hussein Aouar as well. I have tried the Aouar out. Aouar is a little bit quicker in terms of movement. I do feel like Mkhitaryan's dribbling is a little more stiff, but overall I think this card is fantastic, especially for 60k. And finally, we'll get into the linkability, guys. Now, of course, Mkhitaryan, one of the big issues of this card and why his price is so low is because of that linkability. Guys, you want to be careful with how you put him in your squads. He does have some strong links, but of course that is to players like Bruno Perez and Edin Dzeko, Lorenzo Pellegrini and Mike Smalling, Chris Smalling there. So you don't have a lot of linkability, and of course Serie A weak links, so that's why this card is so cheap. You don't really get a lot out of it, but what I can say is if you stick this card in your team and can surround him with other players that you know can fit around him, when you have a Serie A team and you need an attacking midfielder, this card will really do a job for you. It's a fantastic card to use, and I had a lot of fun using, again, the updated version of this card. Really fantastic player. Finally, guys, my recommendation to whether I would buy this or not, 64k is an absolute bargain. I would 100% recommend buying this card to anybody buying the Serie A team or just wants to fit him in a team, Arsenal past and present. That's what I had him in there for as well. Highly recommend him for that too. That is it for this review, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please do smash that like button. And until next time, I'll see you all in a bit.